Hello, people. Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Scorpio 7. This is Astro Healing 975. The show is about yourself, the people around you, the people you know, to get to know yourself, know them better, to form deep relationship, strong relationship. That's what this show is about. Okay, so in the last episode, what we talked about Leo, the showstopper Leo, as part of the fire element, pertaining to the fire element. So we in the fire element, remember we had three signs. They are in the fire elements, the astrological signs, which are Aries, Leo, and the final sign is Sagittarius. So today, this is what we're going to talk about, Sagittarius. If you're born between November 22nd and December 21st, your sun sign is Sagittarius. Now, a lot of people, of course, you're bound to know a cousin or family member that is Sagittarius, and as part of the fire element, you'll everybody will agree with me. They're action oriented. Okay, so just like Aries and Leo, they're really action oriented. They know if they don't do something, nothing will happen. So they have to put in the work to have their goal met. Okay, so the another key word, we talk about action oriented. Another key word when dealing with Sagittarius is freedom. So they're really sensitive to their freedom. So they like to be free to explore. Their adventures. So they like to go in adventures. Okay, so a Sagittarius will never shy away. Let's say you call him up or call her up the next morning, say we have a show, we're going to the travel, let's go to Europe, let's go backpacking, let's do go to an adventure. They'll be down to go with you. So they're adventure seekers. Okay, they like their freedom, and they're really in the intellectual side, because Jupiter is about expansion. So it's about expanding their horizon. So you'll find a lot of people that are Sagittarius are going for longer studies, going for the masters, their PhDs. They're all about expanding their knowledge, expanding their knowledge, adventure. They don't want to be tied down. They want to travel the world. So those are the characteristics you would find in Sagittarius. Okay, an example to so you could the two main people that comes to mind when I talk about Sagittarius is none other than you have Jay-Z. Jay-Z is a Sagittarius. So you see how he's action oriented. His goal, he set out his goal, so to become the biggest rapper entertainer. And right now you see Jay-Z not only is the biggest rapper entertainer, you see he's the first hip hop billionaire. And the second person that would come to mind would be also DJ Khaled. So it's all about. So you see that fire energy, the desire for expansion. So in Sagittarius is really it's really about expanding their horizon, expanding their possibilities. So, and they like to inspire people. Okay, so by their action, by their knowledge of what they're doing or different activities they're engaging in, they like to. You'll find it's someone that inspires people to be the best version of themselves. So they always want, let's say, friends or family to have the best that they can be. Okay, so those are the things that comes to mind when I'm thinking about Sagittarius. And as Sagittarius is a mutable sign. Remember back a couple episodes ago we talked about you have the cardinal sign, you have a cardinal sign which initiate. Okay, you have mutable sign, which is Sagittarius is their capacity to adapt. They adapt to change easily. So compared to the fixed sign, which is stubborn in his way, he has his goal. This is what he wants to do. So he's stubborn in his habit to get towards that goal. So this is the difference between the modalities. So Sagittarius is a mutable sign, so they'll be able to adapt to the different environment. Okay, and one thing is, about Sagittarius also being a fire sign, action oriented, adventure seeker. They get bored easily. You would find if let's say if a routine is too, if it's too mundane, a routine, everything's predictable, they're doing the same thing every day, then they'll get bored. So this sign really gets bored. That's why they're always out for a new adventure, always trying to, let's say, travel, go to another place, see other horizons. Those they're really about changing their environment. Like I mentioned, they're mutable. They adapt to change. They want to see what life has to offer. And one of the other great traits I find in Sagittarius, they're really optimistic. So if you know somebody that's a Sagittarius, you'll always find they're optimistic, and they'll give you words of encouragement. They'll help you go through a situation. They're not Debbie Downers or get down on themselves. They're all about really, really a lot of positive energy, a lot of optimistic energy. So this is basically what comes to mind when I think of Sagittarius. So if any any person, like if you have family or friends that are Sagittarius, so let me know if you find this relatable. Okay, so this was my take on Sagittarius. This is the sun sign of Sagittarius. Keep in mind, as I always say, a person is really influenced by a lot of energy, a lot of stars. This is like the main element, the ego, that you see when you meet someone. So a lot of people that you would come across as Sagittarius, you would find that most of them, like I mentioned, are adventurers. They like their freedom. Okay, they're optimistic. They like to inspire people. They're all about expansion, expanding their knowledge, expanding their wealth. Okay, so those are the main traits of a characteristic of a Sagittarius. Okay, so this is Scorpio 7. My take on Sagittarius as part of being the fire element. So like, comment, and subscribe. And we're gonna in the next series we're gonna talk about the water sign, and talk about also in the water sign we have Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. And don't forget, for all people that know, right now we're in Scorpio season, so celebrating all the Scorpios out there. So if you're a Scorpio, just comment, like, and subscribe. Any sign. Okay, so I'm out. Scorpio 7. Until next time.